Hello, hello. Welcome, friends. Welcome, welcome. And a special welcome to our brand new author, Jenilee Szymanski. Hi, Jenilee. How are you?
Hi, I'm great to be here. Hi, everyone.
All right. Well, what an exciting day. It's your book launch day.
I'm so excited.
Tell everybody the title of your book.
Why didn't you say goodbye?
Oh, that title, that title. Tell us, please, what inspired you to write Why Didn't You Say Goodbye?
Yeah, so this book was inspired by my own family and a very real experience of loss when my father passed away. And seeing, as an adult, it was hard for us to comprehend and understand. But then having to, explain it to my children. My daughter was 16 at the time, and my son was 8. So that's what really inspired me to write the book. One day, my son looked at me and he asked, really innocently, why didn't he say goodbye? And that question just stopped me in my tracks, and it became the title of this book.
Yes, yes. Well, it's an important topic to have, I believe, in children's books. Of course, I'm excited about you launching this book and the benefit that it will have with families. Of course, it's a very sad situation, losing your parent, losing your grandfather. Um, can you tell us a little bit more what the book is about and who you would say it's for?
Yeah, so it's really it's my son. It's through the eyes of my son, Fernando, and he misses his abuelo who passed away, and I guess it's through storytelling. It is a hard situation. It's never easy to talk about loss or go through loss, but if I had an idea of what the book, like what I would like the book to do, it's really to open a space for children to ask questions, express how they're feeling, and then understand, that feeling of sadness is normal. I think there's a lot of pressure sometimes, for children to always be happy or, be embarrassed to feel sad. But I just hope that this book helps them to understand that it's okay to be sad and also be a tool, like even for an adult, maybe who doesn't know how to speak to their children about loss, or even a caregiver, somebody, a teacher or a counselor to help a child to talk about it. And then more importantly, I think it's that they find a way to get past that. Not that you ever forget, but how do you deal with those feelings and keep people alive through memories and, things, happy things that you thought or you lived with that person. I can even think of a pet. If lost a pet, like what are those happy memories that you can continue to live in your heart and your mind with?
hmm I'm so glad you mentioned that because, this book is, I believe it's for all kids, right? Whether they're going through something like that or not at the moment. Maybe it is a pet that they've lost in the past and they don't know how to express themselves. And then also for kids to who may not be going through that, but I think it's really good for them to know that there are kids going through it, right? I think you did such a beautiful job in the story, how you took us through the emotions and how we got to a beautiful ending. So well done with the writing. I want to talk for a moment about the illustrations because I mean, look at that face. Look at that face. Tell me about your illustrator.
Oh, Yvette, she was great. I think it was really special that it was so important for her that I loved the illustrations as much as she did. She really took
Mhm.
time to get to know me, ask for pictures, asked a little bit of questions like about personalities that helped her really develop the characters and spot on. I mean, when I saw them, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is it. I love them.
Yeah, that's good. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. So let me ask you, how long had you been thinking about writing a book until you wrote your book?
It's been forever. So I started in college. I took a writing class, and one of my teachers, we wrote a lot of different things. And I was going into communication, but I wanted to go into television. And one of the courses was to write a children's book. And she did pull me aside and said, I know you really want to go into TV, but there's something special here. You have you really have to promise me that you're going to develop these stories and finish them and get them out there. You have it's a knack to story tell for children. So I
Mm.
hope you do that. And my dad had kept a folder of my writing, so that was like you always put it off. So I was like, this is the moment
Mm.
I need to do it. So yeah,
Oh,
so it's
so
been over
beautiful.
20 years. We don't need to go to the exact age. But yeah, it's been
And
a while.
that just makes it so much sweeter today to celebrate you as a children's book author. I want to ask you about that journey because there's always lessons and challenges when we embark on something new. So, what would you say was the biggest challenge when writing this book?
Definitely just starting. I think that that was the hardest part. I heard somebody else that you interviewed say perfection paralysis, and I'm like, that was it. It was perfection paralysis. Like I wanted to think, I had what I wanted to say in my mind, but I was already thinking like, how do I put page on page one, page two? Like I was already
Mm,
thinking the pages. And it was great to have a coach that said, "You're running a little bit behind. No pressure, but what's going on? You've missed a couple of deadlines. We haven't seen anything." And I was just like, and I walked her through my process, and she's like, "Just go somewhere where you're comfortable, quiet, whatever inspires you, and just get it out. Write everything down." And then she's like, then you can perfect it. But it'll take a while. You'll go through, many versions of it. But importantly, just get it out. And honestly, once I got everything in my head onto paper, then the process just flowed so much easier.
oh, so good. That's great. I think that's a really good tip for other aspiring authors to hear right now. Also, somebody needs to hear that. So I'm glad you shared that. What about lessons? Let's talk about what was the biggest lesson you learned throughout the publishing process?
There's so many steps to it. I'm really thankful to you and the team. Timelines are really important, right? You don't realize you can get caught up like me. I was like, a couple months behind, and it didn't seem like it was that long because I'm doing other things, working, kids. You get so lost in your day by day that it's like, oh my gosh, wait, what are those important moments? And there's little steps, but all along the way. And if you don't have somebody guiding you, kind of, I would still be, who knows where I'd be in the in the process, not finished for sure. So I think
Yeah, yeah.
timelines are keeping me honest to what I
Hmm.
needed to do and complete it by.
That's perfect. Perfect. So I want to take a moment. I want to pause here for a moment and remind everybody that this beautiful book is available today on Amazon. So make sure to go grab a copy of this book and share it with the kids in your life. You're going to be so happy that you did. It's a beautiful story. You're going to really enjoy that. And I want to say also, it's there. I've got the soft cover version, the paperback. It's there in hardcover and ebook format also. So, Jenny Lee, what is the best part of accomplishing this 20-year-old dream for you?
It's just so great to have it completed, to see it, and to be able to share it, with children around the world, parents, teachers, just to have it there. It's like my little stamp. It's something that I can share with my family who are super proud and my friends and my support group. So I really want to thank all of them as well. They've been great and cheering me along the way. And just to have that accomplishment, it's like, wow, it's so many years in the making, 20 plus years. And it's like to see it, you're just like, oh, I did this. It's a
Yes.
really proud moment.
Yes, for sure, for sure. What did your son think?
He loves it.
He
He loves
loves
to
it.
see himself. He loves, some of his friends have asked him, it's like a little mini celebrity type situation
Right.
for him that he's liking. And when I go talk, I've had people come over, my friends talk about it. He's really involved. He still gets a little bit emotional sometimes, because then it
Of
reminds him, he
course.
says, I miss my abuelo, his grandfather. And it's okay. And it just gives us another opportunity to talk. And then we turn it right into memories and what happened. And it's just a nice thing. And sometimes we go through pictures and things like that. But he's really proud of it. My daughter as well. So
Mm.
yeah, it's a great moment.
That's so good. And what a beautiful example you're setting for them, right? You could have a dream for a long time. It's about making it happen, and you just made it happen this year, right? Now you get to hold your book in your hands. So now, as a published children's book author, what piece of advice would you have for an aspiring author who's watching right now?
Really, I would tell them just do it. Just go write your book. It's your story. Um, You could always put it off. There's never going to be a perfect moment to do anything. So it's just write your book. It's your story. People need to hear it. There's so many great ideas and everybody has a different little piece or a different perspective that I think it's so important to share. Like we learn through other people and through storytelling. It's really important to have those
Hmm.
messages out there.
Great piece of advice. Well, for sure today, I'm going to suggest that everybody go to Amazon and grab a copy of Why Didn't You Say Goodbye? Besides going to Amazon, Jenny Lee, where can they find you?
So I have a website, Jenilee Writes. So my name, my first name, JenileeWrites.com. And it's also my handle for Instagram and Facebook. But as you say, I'd love for everybody that's watching to please go to Amazon and buy my book.
So good. All right, everybody, you know what to do. And before we go, I just want to ask you, is there anything else you want to share? Anything you wish I would have asked you?
I think we covered up just about everything about the book. And I said thank you to all the people that, I loved and that supported me along the way. So I want to I thank you again and the team that helped me, kept me honest on my timelines. And yeah, just invite anybody else to write their book and to really check this one out. I'd appreciate all the support.
Amazing. Friends, we'll see you very soon. In the meantime, go to Amazon. Thank you, Jenny Lee. So good to speak with you. Bye,
Great to talk
everybody.